Welcome to the Montgomery Park to Hollywood Transit and Land Use Development Strategy Virtual Urban Design Concept Workshop. The Montgomery Park to Hollywood study, which we call MP2H for short, will examine opportunities, feasibility, cost, and community interest in high-quality transit investments and in transit-supportive land use changes in Northwest and Inner Northeast Portland. In particular, the city is assessing whether an extension of the Portland streetcar or other high-quality transit service is a valuable investment in helping meet city goals. In this urban design concept workshop, we will be asking you what aspects of different land use scenarios in Northwest Portland and alignment alternatives in Northeast Portland you prefer and think will help best achieve city and community goals. The Montgomery Park to Hollywood study spans both sides of the river, but Northwest Portland and Northeast Portland are being evaluated as distinct study areas. The West Side study area is being looked at for nearer-term transit investments in the 5 to 10-year timeframe, and will be evaluating land use changes that could support the transit investment. 3 different scenarios are being explored. The East Side study area is a preliminary assessment to look at the most promising route for a streetcar to serve the Hollywood Town Center in the future. That sort of investment or project has a longer time frame, somewhere closer to 10 to 15 years. Because this is a preliminary look, you'll notice that 3 potential routes have been identified. Overall, the goals of the project are to foster Portland's growth in ways that are consistent with Portland's 2035 Comprehensive Plan and other recently adopted plans, like the city's Climate Action Plan. The Comprehensive Plan is built on 5 fundamental guiding principles: economic prosperity, human health, environmental health, equity, and resilience. With those in mind, we've crafted goals that reflect the sorts of outcomes we would like to see from any transit investment or land use changes that may be recommended through the MP2H study. In Northwest Portland, the major issues we are considering are what future land uses and transit investments can best serve the city. The comprehensive plan identified a need for land for future industrial activities and preserved industrial lands in key areas, including areas in the Northwest Portland study area. However, recent changes in activity, such as the closure of the former ESCO steel plant and other private actions in the study area, raise new questions. For the MP2H study, questions include whether the city should reconsider the direction for land use in this area or maintain its current industrial focus, and how should the city serve the transportation needs for development that's coming. If the area changes, how can we address impacts to local jobs and mitigate possible displacement for businesses and rising prices for housing in the area? To help answer the questions, the MP2H study is exploring 3 different future land use alternative scenarios in Northwest Portland. Scenario 1, Enhanced Industrial, will explore the viability of the area with a more industrial-focused land use pattern. Scenario 2, Employment, will explore the viability of the area with an intense and wide-ranging set of employment uses, including major office facilities, institutional uses, and some retail and services. Scenario 3, Mixed Use, will explore the viability of the area with a transition to a complete mixed-use area with housing, commercial services, and employment, but limitations on some industrial-type uses. You can learn more about the scenarios in the detailed scenarios pages. In Northeast Portland, the major issue we are considering is which route can best serve the existing neighborhoods and development happening today, while also spurring new investment along these corridors. In addition, we are thinking about how a new service will integrate and complement other modes of transportation, including transit service, walking, and bicycling. At the same time, how can we address and mitigate rising prices and possible displacement for homes and businesses already in these corridors? To help answer the questions, the MP2H study is exploring 3 alternative streetcar transit alignments to reach the Hollywood Town Center in Northeast Portland. Alignment A, Sandy Boulevard, Alignment B, Irving Street to Sandy Boulevard, and Alignment C, Broadway-Weidler. One task this project will consider is whether large pieces of underutilized land in the area, also known as opportunity sites, could support transit investment by becoming sites for housing, jobs, and commercial activities in the future. You can learn more about the alignment alternatives in the detailed alignments pages. A key project goal is to ensure project outcomes build a more equitable and just future. Changes in land use and investments in transportation or other infrastructure bring both benefits and potential burdens to communities. Please tell us what concerns you would have regarding land use changes or transportation investments in the area. Thanks for your interest in the Montgomery Park to Hollywood project and this urban design concept virtual workshop. To provide feedback, visit the Northwest Scenarios and Northeast Alignments pages and take the survey for each area. Each survey should take no more than 30 minutes. For more information, please join us at one of the upcoming Zoom meeting workshop information sessions. For Northwest, the session is on July 15th from 6:30 to 8 p.m. For Northeast Portland, the session is on July 16th from 6:30 to 8 p.m. Thanks again for your participation.